What's up, you guys? How we doing? All right, these are collective and timeless. And all right, today there's been like the last few days has been like really trying to stay focused and push myself to do more. And it's just, I sat down and I'm not out. I'm not like about to pass out, but I was like, anyway, this keeps coming up and it's like, I'm trying to figure out why, and this has come to me a few times recently of like, how do I even like put this? How do I even put this all together? It's like, I feel like there were like all these things and all these like food and like activities and like just keeping it busy. Like that, when I think about that, like growing up, it's like, it's so, I don't know, it's kind of crazy because it's like we didn't live, found some tension in my heart. We didn't live, because we also have this Three of Swords out here. We didn't, this has to be coming up for some kind of reason. We lived out in the middle of nowhere, not really, but like it was just, there weren't even a lot of neighbors. And we lived close to like a biker bar. It was like a biker bar at the end of the street. I always remember their biker clubs would go down there and they had live music and stuff, and they cooked food, and it was like because we lived on the water, so it was like a place you could go put your boat in. And so we like played outside all the time, but it's like, I don't remember my dad always worked, and then he was always doing something they were busy. And it's crazy because it's like my mom was like it seemed like she was all about being a mom, and we were all really close together in age and we were young and stuff, but it's like, I don't want to say the wrong things. It's just sort of, sometimes you just have these moments where it's just like, it just feels creepy because it feels like I remember we played a lot of cards and we played board games, and we played together a lot. We would go and swim together. I mean, my sister, we either fought or played together. It was a mix. But it's like, I remember my mom was always like, she was supervisor. Like I definitely remember her being there, but it's like, I don't remember her like engaging with us and stuff. And, I mean, I don't like doing that much either. Like I make myself do it with Teddy, and usually it brings out like a playfulness in me and stuff, but it's like, it's just like, it's like this moment of just like realizing that it's like, there were all these like, it's like trying to like buy your affection, and like, I mean, it's weird. It's like, it's not black and white, because it's like gift giving is thoughtful, and it is a love language. So it's not like these things are black and white. It's just like, I don't remember us being like, and like, I remember once at some point it was like a lot of like just sarcasm, and like I remember my siblings and them like the whole gossip thing, and I was like, I just didn't like it. And I think that's why I would always like, I remember I used to even just like, I used to do these workouts outside when I was younger. Like, it's weird. I don't know. It's just, I don't know why I'm speaking this. It's like, it's just weird because it's like, you start to see how it's like, even that like because pleasure and pain, and then the pleasure, it's like, if you get sucked into that, it's like, it's a way for then because like when you're little, even you get like, you stub your toe or something happens, and it's like, and it's this thing, and then sometimes if you get a lot of attention, it's like embarrassing and you feel shame, and so it's like there's all this weird programming around pain even, and then this pleasure has this ability to like cover the pain, and you get like addicted to it. And I'm like, I think the only way I got out of that is because after my grandmother passed, and both my grandparents passed from cancer, I was like, health is important to me. And it was a mix, because it was like, there was a lot of like overindulgence, but then there was also like my mom did like care about like trying to feed us healthy, and like we went through different like health kicks. So it was like a mix of the two. I don't know, man. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure out what this is about. There's something going on with the heart, and maybe it's like your abandonment is coming up. That was that part of that dream I had last night was like about that, and it might just be this moment of like, because you're like, for me in this space of like trying to figure out how to take on more, manage more, and how it's like I've went back and forth about school with my kid, and I'm sorry, y'all, if this is story time, I'm trying to pull from the cards too. But that, you know, I do think sometimes like being able to like speak with what you're going through helps us all to connect if you're in an isolated state. It's like, crap, I don't want to lose that train of thought. Darn it. Okay. It's gone now. My energy's low. It's something about like, maybe there's something coming up right now of like that, of feeling abandonment and feeling loneliness, because it's like, you know, you have to keep coming back to yourself and realizing that like you are trucking here solo until and unless you have a union or a soul tribe that, you know, has come together in the physical. And, you know, on top of that, it's like, I'm trying my hardest to like be detached from all of the stalker comments and stuff. It's like, this person even like tried to like play pretend with me about like, and I knew they were fake accounts, but like trying to like be like, hey, let's collab and stuff. And I'm just like, I mean, it's infiltrated all of my social media, and which I'm not active really on Facebook or Instagram. I probably shouldn't even, whatever. It doesn't matter because you can't avoid it. But anyway, but it's just sad. It's sad sometimes. It's just sad. So there's, okay, I'm getting this like overwhelming feeling, maybe because if you're moving through this right now, it's like I'm getting ancestral, like your guides, like God is like, we're doing everything we can to try to guide you and like help you understand that like in a bigger way, this is really a gift, because it's like, there's this part of you that wanted to co-create. There's this part of you that wanted freedom. There's this part of you that was always had that individual aspect of you, even if it's been hated your whole life by the world. Like, in different aspects. And, and there's a freedom in that, and that's what other people get jealous of, or whatever else, whatever it is, your beauty, the attention that you get, or something like, which is subjective. But anyway, it's you come back to this space of seeing that it's energetic, and it's like, that's the thing that will help you to just be able to detach and come back to soothing yourself on whatever it is that you need to be soothed. There might be some sort of betrayal that's happened to you recently, and that happened in that dream. There's something there. So something must have happened where it's like, maybe you had some sort of realization, or another person has backstabbed you, and because that card came out on its own. You could just be feeling the pain. Okay. You know, so you're learning to love yourself and how to give yourself grace, and realize that too, once you're co-creating and all that, it's like you're working with the universe. It just there's a lot of tough moments, and it gets really scary sometimes. And when you feel that weight of like everything's on my shoulder, I'm responsible for everything, it gets scary. But it's like realizing that all these timelines for things are non-existent. It's just what the world wants you to believe, that you have to be and be, you know, doing certain things at certain times, but that's not real. It's not truth. All right. Okay, I've got to wrap it up because I'm dropping even more. Okay, there's definitely a need to pace yourself. There's some sort of like dark night of the soul or very big ego death going on for some masculine energy abusing power, like abusing, maybe you're lacking in stability and you're trying to like take that from others or something, like maybe in a kind of, maybe there's some spite or some vengeance or something going on. We've got an Emperor reversed who, yeah, I already knew this, doesn't want you to have a union. So there's just this need to, obviously, because I don't know who else is feeling this right now, and there's just like there's like a burnout that's like trying to come over you, or that's what I'm feeling. So it's like, I said that 12-12 and I said that, so it's like I need to pace yourself. I need to find a pace that works for you, and take some time for reprieve. So dramatic sometimes, I swear, y'all. It really is. Okay. Okay, let's wrap it up, because there's something here with the masculine and the feminine, because I don't know what's going on with this heart stuff. And okay. Okay. You need to use your discernment on making decisions. Yawn. Okay. All right, let's see, feminine, what's going on? The feminine is like on her game with with strategy and discernment. I think this heart situation is okay. This is what I'm getting, and this goes together with the dream that I had, and what the message that I got from it. So it's like some sort of betrayal has happened, or you're maybe you're reminiscing on, or realizing, kind of like my story about like the past and like things, like realizing certain things. It's something about that's trying to pull on your creativity. It's trying to like knock you out of your emotional like well-being. Yes, okay, that's making sense. It's like trying to like mess up your harmony, essentially. And you've got your masculine that's like got your back right now, because he's upright in this King of Cups position. And I'm getting this more of just like the masculine and the feminine energies. So of course, just take what resonates. But I'm getting that your masculine is trying to hold that container for you, because it's like you're going through a transition. This might also go with this kind of death reverse, because that's a transformation card. So it might be that you're going through a transition and a transformation to be able to let go of all of these heartbreaks, because that's past. That's things that have already happened, and you, especially if you're like on your own. So it's like you've been doing the damn thing, and you're learning how to forgive, and it's like you've strengthened your masculine to this place where it's like, it doesn't have to throw you off anymore. It doesn't have to completely throw you off for a day or a week, or I don't know what the time frame would be, whatever that is for you. Because I mean, I used to cry. I was crying every day for a long time, and like going through depression and different things. So it's kind of like because these cycles and these things keep coming back up too. So that's another thing, is like you'll because like I don't know who else I've seen that from a few other people. Like they said, they've had gaps in their memory. So it's like sometimes those gaps are getting filled in when you start to have memories come back to you or whatever. So it's like being able to move through this, but not completely lose your container is what I'm getting. So like, that's beautiful. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely like self-soothe and do what you need to do to take those little breaks. And I'm kind of getting that as well, that you're kind of, and then got the Lovers up right on the bottom. That's also just that gives me like that harmony of the masculine and the feminine. You are, they're saying main character energy too. Like you're choosing to, hell yeah, you're choosing to be main character energy. Because yeah, a lot of people are gonna try you on that too, baby. Okay. She was gonna say, finish it up with, y'all. It's leaving me today. Okay, I'm almost at 17 minutes. I love you guys so much. You can like and subscribe. I'll leave my info for a donation. Get it.